Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time we're reviewing on Ultimate Spider-Man issue 160. Now, as you know, this issue was meant to be part of a last-minute series that was meant to signify the death of Ultimate Peter Parker, as well as going back to its original numbering. Now, originally back in 2009, they tried to go with a clean slate with a different series, but eventually was short-lived and went back to its original numbering. Now, there were issues leading up to the death of Ultimate Spider-Man, where Ultimate Peter saved Captain America from being shot by Ultimate Punisher, and Ultimate Norman Osborn reformed the Ultimate Six with Vulture, and also Doc Ock dying when he refused to join the bad guys. And let's get on the story. The story starts off how MJ's trying to call Peter to see if he's alright, sees something from the window and knows something's wrong, and tries to get out, but mainly MJ's mum says that it's a school night, you're not going out, and eventually sees the thunder again and knows something's wrong. And we see how Ultimate Peter and Ultimate Aunt May are fleeing from the Green Goblin, with them going, "Oh my god, Peter! Aunt May, come on!" And we see how Ultimate Peter tries to get Ultimate Gwen to kind of get Aunt May out of safety, and Aunt May realizing that Ultimate Peter is bleeding and that he's not going to survive this. So he tries to get everyone out of the way, and Peter jumps up and sucker punches Ultimate Green Goblin, and of course tries to basically get him away from the scene, and even tries to get Ultimate Johnny Storm to wake up to help him deal with Ultimate Green Goblin. And of course, as soon as he flames on, tries to use his powers, Norman Osborn ends up absorbing Human Torch's fire abilities, and Peter realizing that he should have gone with Iceman, as it would have been a bit more easier. And now, having enough power, tries to kill Ultimate Peter, and him going, "Parker! Parker!" So Peter basically swings a post box at him and says, "What's the plan this time, Osborn? I'm dying to know what's next. You kill me, and then what next? Your son you killed won't magically come back to life. Your world, as a captain of industry, won't magically go back to the way it was." And this is kind of Peter saying that no matter what you do, nothing's going to go back to what it was. And this is a moment where Norman points out that he'll be dead, and Peter's about to accept it. So, of course, Ultimate MJ uses a truck and ends up crashing it into Ultimate Green Goblin, and basically thinks she's going to get attacked, but is rescued by Peter, who's amazed that she stole a van. And of course, webs her to safety, and basically Ultimate Green Goblin survives, but Peter lifts up the truck and crashes him in, saying, "Shut up!" And of course, saying that this is what God wants, and that I'll destroy your family like you destroyed mine. And Peter says, "Can you do it quietly?" And basically survives. Truck blows up, Peter flies off, MJ looks in shock, and basically Peter now dying, and everyone trying to, see if Peter's alright. And basically Johnny Storm saying, "Yeah, you got him, you've done it." So basically MJ tries to see if anyone has called 911 or a doctor. We see how Ultimate Gwen Stacy and Aunt May go to see if Peter's alright. And this is a moment that you can tell Aunt May now knows that Peter isn't going to survive, and tries to ask, "What did you do?" But Peter's saying, it's okay, I've got it, I've done it. And you can kind of tell that this is a moment where Peter says, I couldn't save Uncle Ben, but I saved you. And this is like him saying, I messed up, but at least I've made things right. And with his dying breath, Peter dies, and Aunt May, knowing another person in her life is now gone, leaving Aunt May and the others crying, knowing that someone who gave his life throughout being these years of Spider-Man is now dead. And of course, if you've read Ultimate Comics Miles Spider-Man, then you kind of realise that Norman isn't dead, and neither is Peter, as it's later revealed that both the serums they were given gave them immortality, and we would eventually see Norman Osborn again, and Peter. So, the final issue, I would say, is a good send-off. It's that mark that's saying that no matter how hard it gets, you will always do the right thing. And I know when they did Ultimate Fallout, we did see the after effects, and we would be introduced to Miles Morales, who would eventually become Spider-Man. So this issue deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.